Welcome back to another tractor episode of J&P Saves Cars.
Excellent!
Recently, you watched in the first episode how this machine came to be.
Here it is. I believe this is the one. This is where you came from. I'll show you where you're going.
Welcome back to the Fast Garden Tractor Build Series, where we're gonna continue working on getting the engine in a position that makes the most sense, supporting it well with bracketry, and making sure that the serviceability is adequate. That's going to require sinking it down in the rear on both sides around those oil lines. That's going to be tricky. And we're going to work on a solution to get some power into this transmission from that transmission. So a third vehicle will join the chase. So the object of this game is to get the power transmission coming out of there up to a gear, or sprocket rather, to a shaft, to a chain case. Snowmobile chain case. Where's the other part? Oh, it's over there. Yeah. Ready, go. So this bolt here is the rear engine mount bolt. It goes through the swing arm. And this CB750 had so much pizzazz that it bent the bolt. It was bent at the end here. So this is chain side. So I've just straightened it out, and I'm checking that it's straight with the jaws of the vise just at a slip fit. There's a neat little trick for you. And if you're still unsure whether or not you've got a straight bolt, you can roll it on your nice fixture table or any piece of flat steel and just listen to it, Rick. Listen.
Train coming.
She's straight as an arrow. Let's go do this. Here's another dumb trick. Take a file, put it through the holes that you just drilled through something. Whichever way it's pointing is the way it's off. So in this case, it's off and up to the right, but it looks straight. I've got these slots cut into this pipe so that I can give it a wall so that when the bolt clamps down, it doesn't crush. Look at this, the man himself is on the scene. Drilling holes by hand is fun and all, but I decided to go home and get my drill press. I'll stand you up soon, don't worry about that. It'll still be a drill press, just vertical. Right now you're a horizontal mill. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Having things on wheels, able to move from room to room, is key in this business. Because I'm welding in there, but this is in here. And you know, it's difficult to have what you need where you need it and not a wide enough shop to really do it. But this is how I get it done. Wheels on tools. Oh, I didn't film that part, but you can guess what just happened. So now what's gonna happen here is these pieces are gonna end up down inside of there. And I'm going to channel the frame as low as possible so that the engine can drop another 2 inches. And the oil filter will also go down. So it'll still be nice and square, flat, and then come right down. I think that's gonna make, I'm gonna be glad I did that, because the center of gravity itself will be, you know, down. So through all the mess in the toil, we've got some decent progress going on here. All this mess is gonna sort out into a beautiful drivetrain. You just wait. It's nice to see Uncle Al, and we're making some progress here. I think it was a real good decision to, you know, give the ability to drop the engine right down to where it is. Had I not done that, I mean, it'd be good, but the center of gravity would be about that much higher. And look at that. Look at all that hood clearance. Just going to sit kind of right on the bolts. Now I got ample clearance for that oil filter. Filter cooler, I guess you'd call it. Need to get this situated in its final position and aligned correctly. Then I can indicate the shaft to the chassis rail, make sure that that's straight. And then I'm going to take one of these, come out, make sure that the engine's dead straight. essentially this is going to be at that kind of a position, and the rib right here is lined up with that. So this cover is going to get a notch, and a drive shaft is going to go essentially to that. So this much of the box is going to be cut, the chain's going to be shortened, and it's going to be a custom transfer case that should be nice and quiet, and will give a an actual brake right there. Yeah, maybe I'll call this video "What do a garden tractor, a snowmobile, and a motorcycle have in common?" Well, this machine. That's just the story of a project like this, is that you're going to make small advances in order to expose the job you need to do. And once you have gotten through most of those real critical things, everything else should kind of be able to define itself from what you've got in place. So the engine in place, transmission in place, rear end in place, it's all just kind of going to start blending together. Alright, well, I'm wrapping this show up for the week because I don't have too much more time or too much more energy, and I've gotten a lot done. This old chain case here has gone through the cleaner, and it's ready for modification. Something I noticed when I was looking at the parts is that I've got a couple damaged teeth, and this upper gear is only a 15, and this is a 35. So I think I'd like to get about a 25 to 35. So it would only be a small reduction because this is more than 2 to 1. Yeah, a little over 2 to 1. So the other work that I completed here is I've got the mounts all the way down as far as they can go, and I got even more hood clearance. On the same subject of the drive mechanism, this is the drive shaft for that chain case. And the other day, me and Uncle Alan got the pulley sheaves off of this, and the clutch and the spring and all that stuff. I machined this down a bit so that this shaft can get pressed, or this coupling can get pressed right over that. And the motorcycle output is going to drive this, that drives the chain case, that drives the input shaft. So it's all well and good in theory, just gotta do a bunch of work to see if it even works out. Over on this side of the story, you can see that I've got clearance, and I've got access to all the bolts I ever hope to need. Over here, even that bolt's showing. I think the placement is ideal. When you look down the machine, it's pretty, I mean, it's not going to get any better than that. It's a big engine and a little tractor. When you look at it from the top, it looks like it's awful heavy on that side, but there's a lot of weight in the bottom of this. All that's up here is about 20 pounds in that cylinder head. So all the weight is down there, the transmission and all that junk. So the center of gravity, or actually the roll center, is probably going to be somewhere around here. Looking pretty good, huh? Well, I wish I had more to show you this week, but I just don't. So you take what you can get, and you ask for more, right? So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, grandma, whatever. And I will see you on the next episode.
I love that thing, man. That thing's a classic. I want it up the first down.
Generations. And with WGBH Learning.